Girl, what's
Good evening, good evening, no, I'm sorry, good evening, good evening to everybody. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope that we have had a fantastic Thursday up until now. Okay, I know it's late in the evening. Okay, this I'm gonna stop singing for sure, for sure. Anyway, y'all, hello again, hello again. I hope everyone is doing well. I did tell you guys that I probably was gonna go live again today. And I did. Okay. I am bringing you some more commentary. All right. So we have a list of hot topics that we are going to discuss. We are going to be talking about Bishop Whitehead yet again. Okay. We're going to be talking about Marquis Houston. We're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors. We're also going to be talking about Ralph Yarl, the young man the young teenager who was shot by that white man down in the screen, okay? And his grandson did an interview today stating that he definitely has some racist tendencies. This is what's coming from his grandson, okay? So we're gonna talk about that. And we are going to also talk about Martell Holt, okay? It is some things that's being a legend, okay? Some things that's being a legend about Martell, okay? So this is one of those situations that I will talk about publicly. However, the TTTTT that I have on Martell I dropped last week, y'all gonna have to go over to Patreon for that. Okay. However, the rest of this stuff that's pertaining to today, we'll talk about. All right. So again, please make sure you hit that like button as you come on up in the room. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss nothing. Okay. Let everybody know we live. YouTube, if you go live more than one time a day, sometimes they don't want to send your notifications. And I need to know the people to know I am live. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Mia? What's going on, Crystal? What's going on, Miss Kimmy? Okay, it is almost your birthday, girl. It's almost your birthday, girl. What's going on, Miss Karen? What's going on, Miss Veronica? What's up, Nolo Reeves? What's up, Miss Vernita? I am so glad that you guys are back here with me in the house. All right. So I don't want to hold you long. Ain't that what the Reverend would say? I don't want to hold you long. But make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. Patreon is only $6 to join. Make sure that you also get your goalies. They did just add a new Beats goalie. That's Beets. All right. So help with your cardio, especially for those of us that need to be getting that workout in and stuff like that. Make sure you get your goalies and stay on top of your health. All right. And listen, if you'd like to show love throughout the show, it is going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But for the majority of the time, this disclaimer on all commentary is alleged is probably going to be the majority of what's going to be scrolling, okay? Because we're going to make sure that um we know all this stuff is alleged. All right. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start with Marquis Houston. Marquis, go home, Roger. Please go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. Okay. So y'all know that there is a whole bunch of uproar in it. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna start with Marquise. I'm gonna start with Jonathan Majors. Let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Okay. So there are several things here in regards to Jonathan Majors. Give me just a second. I have everything saved here. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all hit that like button as you come on up in here. Like I said, share, share, share. Let everybody know that we are live at this very moment. Um, Now, listen, this is crazy. Now, Jonathan Majors is starting to be dropped from a lot of things. He's really starting to be dropped from a lot of things, in my opinion. That I mean, it is what it is. You just being dropped. Let's get into it. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to go over the Variety article that was put out about Jonathan Majors. So give me just a second here. Oh, y'all, it is almost Friday. We almost made it to Friday. Y'all know I will sing y'all a song, okay? And I don't care if you don't like it or not. I'm gonna sing you a song. Sounding like Run Tasha and everything else. I'm gonna sing you a song. Okay, I'm not sure why this is not working for me. Hold on one second, guys. It says that it's sharing my screen. What's on? What's on? Okay, here we go. All right. So as Jonathan Majors prepares for a May 8th court appearance on domestic the DV charges. Um, oh my gosh, I thought I was sharing my screen. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's try this one more time. Let me remove this thumbnail. Uh tick, 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 tick. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we in business. We in business. We in business. We are in business. Okay. So Variety, you guys know that Jonathan Majors have been pulled from projects. He had a lot of different people pulled from him, such as his team, okay? Such as his team as well. All right. And so in that, we're gonna read and we're gonna get into this article. Okay. So as Jonathan Majors prepares for a May 8th court appearance on the DV charges. Y'all already know YouTube don't like for you to say that. His PR problems are about to get bigger. Sources familiar with the matter tell Variety that multiple alleged Ooh, child, you can't read this article because every other word is about that. You know what? Okay. Sources familiar with the matter tell Variety that multiple alleged abuse victims of Majors have come forward following his March arrest and are cooperating with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Hold on. Is that for real, Miss Wanda in him? Is that for real, Miss Wanda? What's going on, Sharice? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I had to take a minute to breathe because this article is a lie. Because you really be trying not to say them words, and they end up slipping out. But let me just give y'all a rundown of this, and I'm gonna put this article in the description box of this actual video. Now, you guys know that he's having an issue with this one lady. Okay, now there was an altercation that he was arrested for and in regards to this, his attorney put out some text messages, okay? And the text messages honestly was not hidden. Okay, the text messages wasn't hidden, and it honestly made him look. It didn't make him look any better. It definitely very much so made him look like the allegations against him were true, right? So, with that being said, what people have decided to do is to pull him from different projects. Now, let's just keep in mind this man had a lot of projects coming, and I think he had projects scheduled all the way up into 2026. Okay. Now, the Creed 3 star was arrested on March the 25th in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan on charges of assault and harassment at the time. An NYPD spokesman said that in a statement that a 30-year-old woman told police that she had been, A-worded by Majors 33. Now, what I also find interesting is yesterday there were some photographs that were released. But y'all, maybe it's just me. I'm a little confused by these photos that have been released because there's no timestamps on them. So what does it exactly prove? Stating that the girl was out partying and so forth on. So give me just a second. Let me stop sharing this particular screen and let me share this one. Okay, here we go. So this right here, I'm not sure I understand what type of proof this is because y'all didn't release this with any type of timestamps or anything. So what exactly were we supposed to get from this? What exactly was this supposed to do? What what exactly was this supposed to do? I wasn't quite understanding that. And honestly, again, this does make him look like you know what I'm saying? Like what they're saying he did is possible. Um, because the receipts ain't receipts. I'm just keeping it a book. The receipts ain't receipt yet. And y'all releasing these is to me, honestly, it's not making the situation any better. It's really not right. You can't even tell if it's the same person. Now, Miss Wanda said it is. What's going on, Miss Wanda? What's up, Miss Wanda? What's up, Miss Wanda? I couldn't even tell it was the same person. Yeah, me either. Them photos showed nothing. They tried to talk about her character because she was out at a club, and that is so crazy to me. Again, they don't prove anything. And when I first originally saw these, I was thinking to myself, if somebody want to clear their name, they're gonna make sure that timestamps, because timing is everything. And I've said that time and time again. What's up? Too feisty is in the house. Too feisty is in the house. Apparently, there's video from where the screenshots were taken. Well, I mean, if they decide to release the video to give us timestamps or something, that would help. But these pictures, they don't help with anything, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Um, but again, this man had projects all the way leading up to 2000 and well, Lord, 2026, I believe, or 2020, yeah, 2026. I think there was one project that he was working on that is set to was set to come out um later on in 2023. I just read that the video is out. Let me see. That's what they should have done in the first place. They shouldn't have released none of this until the video was out, in my opinion. And what's going on, Andre? How are you? Okay, give me just a second. I'm about to look it up. Since I'm on the topic of him, I want to stay on topic and then I move on. You know how I'm gonna move on. Today is the 20th, right? Okay, so this is reported from TMZ. So it says, it goes on to say that Jonathan Major says the man who was driving him and his now ex-girlfriend the night of the alleged DV incident will testify the actor did not strike her, and he claimed there's a video proof she was not injured when she went out to a club after the altercation. Jonathan's attorney, Priya Sadra, is that how you say her name? Filed documents on Wednesday in Manhattan, informing the court that the driver witnessed what went down between Jonathan and the woman back in March. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, the driver saw the woman, A word majors around 1 a.m. on March the 25th while she was attempting to steal his phone. Further, the Creed 3 star says that the driver would testify he never struck the alleged victim in any way at any time or even raised his voice. Now, I don't believe that. That I don't believe. Okay. That I don't believe. Okay, so I'm reading the TMZ article right now, and according to TMZ and the updates that they have, I don't actually see the footage, but I do see screenshots of the actual video, I believe. Yeah, I don't think that there's well, yeah, there is some type of footage. Hold on, let me share this screen with y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They did the same with Meg. She was the victim, but wanted her to talk about her partying and hoochie behavior. Exactly. It don't make no sense about they love to do that. They love to do that. They love to do that, Lee. They love to do it. What's going on? Just simply how you doing? Pre Oh, okay, so she did represent Jen Shaw. Well, I heard that Jen Shaw's attorney straight up is Priya Sadra the one that Jen Shaw allegedly owe all this money to? I want to say $124,000 in legal fees that Jen Shaw owe Priya Sadra. Is that the same attorney? I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, they say that she do owe her legal team $124,000. Okay, hold on. And that's been alleged even like the first time it came out was after she went to prison, a couple days after she went to prison. And then after that it came out again. Okay. So can y'all see this? Okay. Y'all can see this, right? All right. Getting back into this, Majors and his attorney also say that the driver saw her hitting, scratching, and attacking Jonathan, and that Jonathan asked the driver to stop the car so he could escape her attack, which he did. The woman allegedly told police uh, she suffered she suffered a broken finger and a child. It's something behind her ear. Okay, during the altercation. However, in the documents, Chaudry says they have proof that that's a complete lie. Now, Priya Chandra, I'm just hoping that you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, y'all see this picture just like I do, right? Okay, so there is a timestamp on this. Okay, so there is a timestamp on this. 320, 325, 2023, 23302. Now, again, I don't know that this is for real, for real. It's easy to put that up at the top of a photo. I'm just saying. It's easy to put that at the top of a photo. I don't know if this is real, but these are the timestamps. Now, I did say that I needed to see timestamps, and here they have been presented again. Okay, but we're gonna keep on going. Uh, all right. She says they have hours of security video showing the woman went clubbing and got drunk after Majors left her in the car, and she also texted him accusing him of infidelity and threatening unaliving herself. As for what happened while she was out at the nightclub, Major's court filings includes screenshots of security video showing that the woman freely using her hand, which she claimed Majors injured. Okay, so let's see. Now, this is the one that I was concerned about. This has no timestamp on it. Okay, now I knew that. I knew Pretty Chandra's husband was doing the what's the name? Oh, word. So you saying Priya Chandra is the one that was Jen Shaw legal team, and they say she owed him like a. I'm gonna look it up before we get off of here. Now they say you can see her digging in her purse, paying with a credit card, all with the same hand, with the supposed broke finger. Then she puts her hair behind the ear. But then this is my concern, right? What exactly does this doesn't coincide with the text messages that were released? Because if she went to seek medical attention after this, how was she able to come back and still party? And according to that timestamp, I'm just trying to figure out how all of this made sense. If all of this took place at 1 a.m. and she was, according to those text messages, she's supposed to have went to the hospital. What's up, Chrislyn? What's going on? Child, you keep changing your name, Shalika. What's going on? What's going on? So again, those pictures. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what this is supposed to give because don't have no timestamp. So let's keep reading. In the videos, they say she casually pushes her hair behind her ear, reaches into her bag several times, sorts through credit cards, handles phone, holds a menu, and easily holds a glass of champagne. Okay. So they're saying all of this is happening, but me just looking at this picture, I do see a phone. I see that it's like some sort of jacket laying over the same arm in which her phone is. And then you see the other person just looking down at her phone. So, or at maybe the person not circled is sharing something on her phone to the alleged victim. So, again, child. And now, going back, here's another photo. Okay, so this is her opposite arm resting on the bar. You can see her holding her phone, and she looks like she's speaking with her finger, like she's talking with her hands. Is what it looks like she's doing. Looks like she's talking with her hands. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted y'all to see that. So let's move on. So it says when her night out at the club was over, they claim she showed up at Major's home at 3:23 a.m., entering his apartment and called him 32 times and sent several angry, jealous text messages. Majors was not home when she got there. This all of this just seemed like a bunch of mambo drama, honey. It just don't seem to add up. Anyway, Chandra says that none of the text messages accuse Jonathan of injuring her, nor does she mention any discomfort from alleged injuries. They say that Majors got home at 11:13 a.m. and found her unconscious and half naked on the floor of his walk-in closet. He also discovered she allegedly threw up in his bed and told him she'd taken a few sleeping tablets. Majors then calls 911 and claims when paramedics arrived that the woman repeatedly told them, I don't know, when asked what happened to her. Okay, so this is a photo of body cam footage, I'm assuming. Um, yeah, because it says Axon Body 3. So I'm assuming this is a photo from body cam footage. Now, this is showing that this was March the 25th at 11:48 a.m. Wait, March 25th, 2023 at 11:48 a.m. Okay. So again, I'm just assuming that this is either from the paramedics or from the police. She possibly went and passed out in a closet after the clubbing, and he had to get the building manager to unlock, and he called the police. Child, it's crazy, ain't it? This is crazy. 32 times. That's what it say. Hey everyone, the sad part is I don't know if he is guilty, but even if they win this case in court, I doubt his career will get back on track. Let's not forget the other saying his history too. Yeah, you have producers and different people speaking out against, who his character or what his character is. That's something else that they have to fight as well. You know what I'm saying? People have said that he's being like a monster behind the scenes. This is what they're labeling him as. So at the end of the day, this has, like you said, I don't think even if Jonathan Majors win this, that it would. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's like his reputation is already, you know, it's already down. Okay, so let's keep reading. In the document, Chaudry claims that body. Did I finish reading this? Yes, I did. In the document, Chaudry claims that body cam footage shows police interviewing the woman and clearly coaching her to say that Mr. Majors grabbed her by the throat. Chaudry claims that the alleged victims never made that claim to anyone prior to the officer's direction. TMZ broke the story. Majors was arrested March the 25th and charged with a misdemeanor, a word, aggravated harassment, and attempted a word and harassment. Okay, Chaudry and Majors want the DA to review their evidence swiftly and dismiss these false charges against him. As we've reported, the case has already cost him a lot professionally. His management team, PR firm, reportedly dropped him, and the U.S. Army yanked a popular recruiting commercial starring Majors. And again, that's not the only thing that has been. I mean, I don't know, cause what it looks like a whole lot of covering up, okay? Just keeping it all the way 100. It looks like a whole lot of covering up and trying to get ahead of certain narratives, certain stories, certain things, and it's just not working out the way that he wants it to work out, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about that one. I don't necessarily think that it is. They say his history goes way back to high school, and yeah, I read an article. I think it was yesterday. I read an article about that. All right. So, I have pasted the link to this article in the comment section. So if you would like to go check that out, please do. Please do. But again, he is losing a lot of opportunities as far as um all of his acting and all of that good stuff. He's definitely losing those opportunities, and he's gonna have a hard time gaining those opportunities back. Now, what I will say, this is what I will say. Now, y'all can dislike me. You can also not agree with what I'm about to say. You can most definitely not agree. But before that, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And if y'all like to show some love to the channel, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Y'all hit that cash app. Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on? All right. You guys make sure you hit that like button. Okay, so let me go ahead and say this. I'm about to give it to y'all, and I want Tiffany Haddish to get somewhere, sit down, and shut her mouth. Okay, this should be something that you should speak on. You need to be quiet. Okay, because let us not forget. Okay, and I know that people have their own feelings about what's those movies, show, whatever they was. I know people feel a certain type of way about it, but I ain't never seen it for Tiffany Haddish, and I almost gonna tell y'all anything that I see that she's starring in, I make sure I skipped on past it. A Girls Trip 2 won't be watching it. Okay, that's just how I feel about her. I also think that she is out of pocket for speaking on this particular situation. Because again, girl, you forgot you got your own issues going on. So we're not about to do this. No, I don't see it for Tiffany Haddish. So in case if you want to know, I'm telling you straight out of my mouth, and I stand 10 toes down on I don't like her. Okay. So let me pull this up. Here we go. And she's not funny. Never have been really. But anyway, here we go. Tiffany Haddish scrutinized for tweeting Jonathan Majors accuser appears unhurt. Again, why was first of all, why did you feel the need to speak on this situation? Somebody, if somebody can tell me that, I won't drag her. But I'm about to get into that ass, okay? Because this is what we're not about to do. We're not about to do this because we're not about to forget what you got going on too. So you can get somewhere, shut up and mind your own business, okay? So Tiffany Haddish makes this claim, right? And she deleted the tweet. I don't understand why y'all do that either. I don't understand. Same with Clawfoot. Y'all tweet stuff. Y'all be standing 10 toes down on your tweet, and then we look up and the tweet is deleted. What you deleted for? What you say it for? If you was gonna delete it, like I said, I don't like Tiffany. Okay, I don't, and y'all don't have to guess and wonder if I do or if I don't, because I don't. But anyway, she shares this, and she says that Jonathan Majors accuses her peers unhurt clubbing in video, Los Angeles Times. So, Mr. Chris Evans decided to come back and say Tiffany Haddish is a mess. Let's not forget, she and her friends bullied a black woman doctor into a unaliving attempt because she was trying to give them factual information about the coral. Okay. Now I know that gagged a few people a little bit. It did. It had gagged just a few people. You know what I'm saying? So then she posting all of this, and people coming back and eating you up, sis. People coming back and eating you up. So this is what I suggest you do. I suggest you sit over there and do whatever you doing, whoever you dating, whatever you doing. They say you was out here kissing that man. You stay over there and mind your business with him. That's what you need to do. And by the way, leave Jennifer Hudson name out your mouth too, Tiffany. Please don't. So I won't have to drag you behind her either. Because that little shade that you threw, as if you have always been that girl, you could have kept that to yourself. Yeah, I don't like that lady. I'm sorry. I do not like Tiffany. I don't. I do not like that lady. And then what she did with Ari Spears just added on to it. I just have never cared for her. Tiffany Haddish needs to, yeah, she need to be quiet. Like, why do you feel like you needed to speak on this? considering what you just got yourself out of, but still being counseled and in Hollywood. Girl, you hanging out with people that you ain't never hung out with before. So we not about to play. We're not even about to do that. The catch-22 is what if she's lying? Doesn't mean that anyone or everyone is. So he will either be always looked at as, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I just again think at this particular point, you need to shut up, Tiffany, and mind your business. Okay. And they definitely dragged her for filth. This was not the end of it. Shouldn't she be trying to lay low after the whole Ari Spears debacle? Mm, La Roach said that he would tell Tiffany Haddish when brands were lowballing her based on deals they did with other clients of his and how to go back to the table and get more. And she would go back to brands and say, Law Roach said, y'all lowballing me. Law said Tiffany ruined his relationships with multiple brands by doing that. She got her own things to be concerned about. I don't. I just got to keep it a buck with you. I don't like that lady. She will never be that girl. You're absolutely right. She will never be that girl. And the spaces that she's trying to be in now, toodaloo, toodaloo. We not interested. We not. Let them people live in the spaces that they already in. But you, we can do without you. I'm just saying. So yeah, I don't see it for Tiffany Haddish. I don't. I don't. Okay, so let's see what else is on this thumbnail. We talked about Jonathan Majors. It's really all we've talked about thus far. I want to get into this. I want to get into this. I do want to go ahead and get into this story. Now, you guys have definitely seen that. And from what I understand, Ralph is doing great now. He's definitely um out of the hospital from what I understand. And he is healing and doing and getting better. This old this old nasty coward. eh, Let me tell you something. People like this right here, this man, what is his name? Andrew Lester. Um, there's a special place in hell for a person like you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I have to say. There is a special place in hell for somebody like you. 84 years old, you honoring an ignorant son of a. I'm trying to figure out. This young man comes over to your home, and the first thing that you do is you pow this young man, and then you have the nerve to walk in the court with your cane on, with a cane. You had the nerve to walk with a cane. I'm sorry, but had I been there, I kicked that cane from up underneath you. You not about to play with me, okay? Because you wasn't thinking about that cane when you pulled them triggers on that gun. You wouldn't think about it then. So why we think about it now when you enter into court? Take that cane and throw it as far as you can. You don't deserve it. Let's get into this. Hold on. Let me share my screen here really quick. Mm, okay, hold on. Yeah, wrong screen, wrong screen. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, make sure you guys hit that like button. And shout out to the family. They have received they raised, I believe, over $3.2 million for this young man. And so I was glad to definitely see that. All right. So just gonna run through this quick article. Liberty, Missouri, an 84-year-old man who powed Ralph when the black teenager went to his door by mistake, pleaded not guilty Wednesday in a case that has shocked the country and renewed sorry, y'all, hold on. This thing popped up. And renewed national debates about gun policies and race in America. Andrew Lester walked into the courtroom with a cane and spoke quietly during Wednesday's hearing. His first public appearance since last week's shooting. Authorities say that he shot Yarl, a 16-year-old honor student, first in the head and then in the arm after he came to the door because he was confused with the address and at the home picking up his younger brothers. You know, there's nothing in my soul that feels sorry for this man. There's nothing in my soul that feels sorry for him at all. You know, I'm gonna always keep it 100 with y'all, and I don't feel nothing for you, sir. That was absolutely absurd. How do you shoot this young man in the head and in the arm? And thank God, God saw fit to keep this young man here, to keep on battling and doing what he's doing. And I pray that he has a speedy recovery and that everything is better than what it once was. That's my prayer for this young man. I pray that he is able to move mountains. I pray that he listen, this right here is absolutely look at this, y'all. I'd have kicked that cane from up under him. You don't get to walk with no cane, and you shot this young boy. You don't get to walk with no cane. You want to think about that cane when you picked up that gun. I'd have kicked it. I'm just telling you. I'd have kicked that cane from right up underneath him. You'd have figured out how to find your balance. You weren't worried about your balance when you shot that young boy. That's just what I got to say about it. And I don't care who feels some type of way either. I said what I said, and I meant that. Same way I feel about the Cabo Six. I hope they don't never get no rest. And I hope every time they go to the bathroom, I hope it burn when they pee, and I hope it hurt when they have to poop. Period. Like, stop playing with me, please. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me. Yeah, I'm thinking ready. Kia, thank you for that. I'm thinking ready to play that here in just a second. The grandson's interview that he did, and he basically tells us that this man is most definite. I mean, that this man most definitely has some racist tendencies. And again, you can walk in this courtroom with that cane, but had it been me, I'd have kicked that cane from up underneath you. What did you walk in there with a cane for? You want to think about no cane when you did what you did. And then people want to sit up and say, y'all don't feel bad for this man. He 84 and barely made. I don't care. I don't care. Let me one thing about his age when he pulled that gun on this young man. It was not. So why am I supposed to feel sorry for you? No. My prayer is that Ralph makes it and things happen and he has a speedy recovery and things get better for him. But ain't no way in the world. Okay, so let's watch the hold on one second. Let me pull up the grandson's was the grandson or the nephew? I think it's the grandson. Pulled up his interview that he had with I think it was Don Lemons over at CNN. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe not Don Lemons. But let me share. All right, let's take a listen.
Believe your grandfather is racist?
I believe he holds racist tendencies and beliefs.
Why do you say that?
He's just a stock American Christian male. It's older, that's just how they are. It's the conspiracies and weird random racist things, and they say, yeah, and it doesn't make sense, but they're just scared.
Now, listen, you're generalizing a lot
what?
here about, you said older Christian white males, but what do you mean by that? What do you mean they're scared? Talk to me more, please.
Yeah, just I feel like a lot of people of that generation are caught up in this 24-hour news cycle of fear and paranoia perpetuated by some other news stations. And he was fully into that, sit and watch Fox News all day, every day, blaring.
You believe
Yeah, I gotta hear that one more time.
your grandfather is racist?
I believe he holds racist tendencies and beliefs.
Why do you say that?
He's just a stock American Christian male. It's older, that's just how they are.
American
It's the conspiracies and weird random
not doing that.
racist things, and they say, and it doesn't make sense, but they're just scared.
Now, listen, you're generalizing a lot here about, you said older Christian
Yeah,
white
I really
males,
like that.
but
I'm just
what do you mean by that?
I ain't like that.
What do you mean they're
generalize
scared? Talk to me more,
I don't
please.
like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's just I feel like a lot of people of that generation are caught up in this 24-hour news cycle of fear and paranoia perpetuated by some other news stations. And he was fully into that, sit and watch Fox News all day, every day, blaring.
Fear of what?
You believe?
Fear of what? So you mean to tell me that if this man would have ordered something, or somebody ordered something for him, and somebody just randomly came to his doorbell, he because he been sitting back. Look, man, listen, and listen to me real good. This is some bull crap. Okay, even coming from him. Now, just say that your grandfather was just sick in the head. No, but I get what you're saying, Simply Elegant One, but I do not like the generalization of it. I don't. That's just keeping it all the way 100 and keeping it above. Talk about your grandfather and talk about the white Christians. Don't just put that Christian word out there and then not elaborate on what you are trying to say. Again, you're going to strictly talk about white people, specify that that's exactly what you're talking about. Because when you generalize it, in my opinion, you're generalizing you generalize. For me, I didn't really like that. Exactly. Of the orange man. Let's just keep it a bug. Those are the ones, but don't generalize the whole as a whole. Okay, this man again, 84. Yeah, to me, it was annoying. It was annoying. I get where he's coming from, but generalizing it as a whole, I just wasn't here for it. However, this is the grandson speaking and saying that the man have racist tendencies. The man is racist. Let's just keep it a buck. He's racist. You calling your grandfather racist? Thank you, Dolores. I mean, I don't even know if I said that right. I apologize. I made up a new name for you. But that's another thing too. It's not fear, it's hatred. And it's also not fear too. It's the fact that they want to be in control. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree too, Feisty. I agree. But again, we generalizing, and I ain't rock with the generalizing. And that's it. That's all I got to say about it. But as far as his point in letting us know that his grandfather is or has racist tendencies, I'm here for that. Although we already knew that. Because you still got to make it make sense to me how a young boy comes, knocks on your door, ring your doorbell, whatever the case may be, and then you decide to not only shoot him once, but twice. But you got fear. That's not fear. Where's the fear at? If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Where is the fear? There's no fear there, sir. There's no fear. Let's keep it all the way 100. That's not fear. So that's just where I am on that. Okay. However, I again am just going to sum this up by saying that him walking into that courtroom pleading not guilty is absolutely absurd to me. And the fact that you got to walk in there with that cane, no, ma'am, I would have kicked that cane from up underneath you. You wouldn't think about how quick you can grab that cane when that boy rung that doorbell. So no, go to hell, sir. And yeah, I said it. 84 years old and all. We that's just absolutely absurd. But shout out to the family again. The family raised $3.2 million in less than 2 days, from what I understand. Okay. Um, those white supremacists are typically white Christian male. Fear and everything that is different. Now they are afraid wait. No, they are afraid. They are afraid we are overpowered them because uh historically we are mentally and physically stronger, and they are afraid. That man was not afraid of that, and I want them to stop dragging fear. And y'all are not afraid of us. Y'all aren't. Y'all aren't. At least that's just my beliefs on it. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I do. Anyway, I want to move on from this topic. Let's talk about Marquis Houston. Okay. Well, actually, let's talk about this first. So there were 4 Alabama males who were arrested in connection to a Sweet 16 mass shooting. Oh, child. Now I saw this too. The shootings and the stuff that been going on down in Alabama. What is in the Alabama water at this particular moment? Because there is a lot of stuff going on down there in Alabama. Okay, but anyway, let's get into this. This says that I'm not fit to try to say their name. Tyreek, I guess that's his name. Tyreek McClough, 17, and Travis McClough, 16, were taken into custody Tuesday night, according to the Alabama law enforcement agencies. The 2 teens are reportedly brothers. Wilson Lamar Hill Jr., 20, was arrested later that day. Johnny Latrone Brown, 20, when taken into custody, was taken into custody today. All 4 males were charged with 4 counts of reckless unaliving each. Now, police have yet to release a motive for the rampage that claimed the lives of 4 people and injured 28 others. Yo, y'all was on the rampage. And as of Thursday afternoon, 4 victims remain hospitalized and in critical condition. We're going to make sure that all those victims have justice, not just the deceased. District Attorney Mike Segrist said at a press conference on Wednesday. According to the Alabama law, a bond hearing for the initial 3 suspects must be held by Friday, and the state is requesting that all 3 be held without bond, and the teenage suspects will be charged as adults. I think that's only right that they be charged as adults if they out here doing adult crimes. Hold on one second. Let me look this up here. Uh-oh. This is Alabama. I don't know what is going on down in Alabama. What is going on? Okay, so I wanted to get the full story. Thought this was the full story. Let's see here. Wait, is this the same story? I guess it is. All right, so this is coming from CNN. 5 people face unaliving charges for Sweet 16 party massacre that left 4 dead and 32 injured. Now, wait a minute. That ain't matching what we just read, is it? Okay, the 4 part is right, but the 32 injured. Okay, so there's a number between 28 and 32, obviously, clearly, of people who were possibly injured during this situation. But this says this again, and this is coming from CNN directly. This is coming from CNN directly. Okay, this is coming from CNN. All right, so it says 5 people, including 3 teenagers, have been arrested and now first facing unaliving charges in connection with the deadly rampage at a weekend Sweet 16 birthday party in Dadeville, Alabama, authorities say. Willie George Brown Jr., 19, was arrested Thursday and charged with 4 counts of reckless unaliving. And the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency said earlier Thursday that Johnny Latron Brown, 20, of Tuskegee, was arrested and also charged with 4 counts of reckless unaliving, the agency said. Now, Wilson Lamar Hill, 20, of Auburn, was arrested Wednesday afternoon and faces the same charges, the agency said in a new release. It is unknown if Hill has an attorney. Now, Tyreek McGlough, 17, and Travis McGlough, 16, both of Tuskegee, were arrested Tuesday night and also faces 4 counts of reckless unaliving, said Sergeant Jeremy Burkett with Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. Now, the attack Saturday night left 4 people dead and at least 32 others hurt, including at least 15 teenagers who suffered gunshot wounds. Given the injuries, more charges will be filed, and both teen suspects will be charged as adults. Fifth Circuit District Attorney Mike Segrest said. Now we've still got four. We still got 4 that are in the hospital, 4 that are in critical condition. Segrest said on Wednesday. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Oof. Now, this has been one of at least 165 U.S. mass shootings with 4 or more shot, including a gunman, in the first 4 months of this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Okay. So this is just letting us know that just in this year alone, we are in the 4th month of the year alone, and we have had 165 U.S. mass shootings. And mind you, we ain't heard about 165 mass shootings. You know what I'm saying? So the media only picks up on certain things. And in this particular case, it's letting us know per numbers that this is what's going on. But it is still not clear why the young victims were massacred. We can't get into the motive right now, Burkett said. That would be a part of an ongoing investigation. We can't share that. Authorities also didn't say what connection, if any, the suspects had with Alexis Dole's Sweet 16 party. Tuskegee is about 30 miles south of Dadeville, and Auburn is about 25 miles away. The party was in full swing. Wait, this is a picture of the party. No, 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 they can't be. Okay, the people are crying. Okay, the party was in full swing when gunfire erupted. Witnesses said Alexis' 18-year-old brother, I'm not going to try to say his name, but he goes by Phil Dowell, was unalived, along with Mauricia Emmanuel Collins, 19, Shankivia Kiki Nichols Smith, 17, and Corbin Holston, 23. Okay. Now a candlelight visual honoring Phil was scheduled for 6 p.m. Central Time. So that's about to be underway here shortly on Thursday at the Mount Lovely Baptist Church in Camp Hill, Alabama. Okay. Um, I really honestly hate to hear this. This is absolutely absurd. Um, I'm definitely praying for the families because this is it, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't believe the fear theory he knew would. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that one. One of the victims that lost their life was the brother of the girl who, yeah, so we were just reading that. That's crazy. So glad they were caught. Absolutely. Well, we don't want nobody else thinking that they can get away with anything of a sort. Okay. We do not want you thinking you can get away with this because you can't. You can't. You ain't getting away with it. Listen, y'all, if y'all are enjoying the content, I mean, we talk about a lot of stuff today, a lot of heavy topics as well. You guys go ahead, donate to the channel. Okay, go ahead and donate to the channel. Okay, you donate to the cause. Anytime that you donate, no matter what the amount is, you're going to be entered into the giveaway that we are going to be having. Also, keep in mind that Mother's Day, y'all want to tune in because we are going to have a Mother's Day extravaganza here on the channel where we are going to be doing giveaways for mothers. Okay, we're going to be doing giveaways for mothers, so you guys make sure that you are present. All right. I am so tired of these mass shootings. We have to do better. Absolutely, I agree. America is so violent. It's exhausting and terrifying. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Feels like you're not safe anywhere. Honestly, I mean, you're not safe going to the grocery store. You're not safe going to the gym. You're not safe going to church. Church of all things, you're not safe going to church. Okay, going to praise Jesus. Hallelujah. And really, you don't know what's possible to happen down at the church. So we do live a very in that aspect. You know, I do think that we live in an area. I mean, it's just it's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is something to most definitely be um to be I want to hear from the suspect's parents. Okay, well, hold on one second. Let me get further into this. I don't know that these are the suspect's parents, but these are maybe the parents for the young guy that got unalived. But it says that I am. Oh, I skipped past the whole little part. After 4 days of agony and uncertainty, the family of one of the slain victims have revealed to learn. I'm sorry, has relived to learn that the first two suspects have been arrested. Okay. I'm happy that the investigation is going well and that someone is going to be responsible for all of the victims, said Lashana Allen, the aunt of Alexis and Phil. Now, Phil was the young guy. I couldn't say his full name, but he is the brother to the young girl who had the Sweet 16. She said that her family did not recognize the names of the teenage suspects who were not invited to the party. For her sister Latanya Allen, what should have been a night for her daughter's sweet 16 birthday instead led to a lifetime of anguish after death, y'all, of her 18-year-old son. Now, Phil was shot twice in the neck and died 1 month before his school graduation, his high school graduation. He had been looking forward to attending Jacksonville State University on a football scholarship. I just want justice for my baby and all of the other kids that were involved, Allen told CNN this week. They took away a piece of my heart, and I know um, they took away a piece of my heart, and I know the other mothers and fathers feel the same way. It goes on to say that in addition to the four victims unalive, another 32 were injured, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency has stated. Among them, at least 15 teenagers were shot and taken to Daysville Lake Martin Community Hospital. A spokesman said earlier this week. Now, we helped saved his sister from gunfire, then died. Now, Alexis, who's been planning her Sweet 16 for months, who has been planning her Sweet 16 for months and started feeling butterflies in her stomach the day of the party, she told CNN. She went to her brother and sat down on his bed to tell him that she was nervous. Alexis recalled Phil comforting her and assured her that she would be fine. Hours later at the party, their mother heard a rumor that someone at the venue was armed. Ooh, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Wow. Okay. So they learned that someone was armed. Where am I? I lost my train. I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. Okay. Alan made a stern announcement over the speaker. She said, if anyone in here has a gun, then you need to leave because we're here to celebrate Alexis's Sweet 16. Alan and the other people there scorned the crowd for anyone carrying a gun, but didn't see one. The mom recalled, and Alexis and her mother and the DJ didn't hear a fight or any disturbance, they said. But right then, as the teens were partying to the music, DJ gunfire erupted. All I remember is my brother grabbing me and pushing me down on the ground, Alexis says. Oh my God, yo. Wow. Oh my God. She fell into a puddle of blood. Now, Alexis got up and ran outside where she reunited with her mom, but Phil was nowhere to be found. When the shooting stopped, mother and daughter went back inside. Bodies of the injured and dying lay scattered across the dance floor, they said. The lights flickered on and horror revealed itself. Alexis and her mother, Phil's body was soaked in blood. Alexis ran to comfort her big brother as he drifted in and out of consciousness. You're going to make it. You're strong, she said. She told Phil, "Don't give up on me." But by the time first responders arrived, Alexis said that Phil was gone. Now Alan is left to deal with the torment no no mother should have to endure, she said. It's a nightmare that I don't wish on any parent to go in and see my baby laying there in a pile of blood, she said. That was the worst thing that I could have experienced in my life. And that was according to CNN. Um that's sad. This is sad. You know, I don't really do well with stuff like this, but I know, we have to talk about it. Um, but my heart goes out to this family. Honestly, this is sad. I pray that all of the old people is put up under the prison. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I pray that they are put up under the prison. Oh wow. Okay, I can share a picture of the family. Okay, this is a beautiful picture. I guess you can tell this was prior to all of this happening. Um, but here is a picture of the family. This is so from the left to the right, this is Zenira, I believe is how you say her name. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Latanya Allen, who's the mom, is right here in the middle with the pink and the hat on. I think she has a hat on. And then this is Alexis. This is whose birthday it was. And then she's, of course, holding her brother. And let me tell you something. They are split images of their mother. Oh man, my heart hurts for her. It really does. My heart really hurts for her. And it really hurts for this family. So I'm most definitely praying for the family. Y'all are these people. I want y'all to put these guns down, yo. I really do. Y'all go to places, y'all pull them on people. It's absolutely absurd and ridiculous. I mean, I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, yes, you are right, E. This is super outrageous. Where are those male fathers at or grandfathers? Well, I'm quite sure it's like other situations where they're not around. Okay. But uh it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, they are all in custody from what I understand. They're all in custody at this point. Everybody has been arrested, I think. I think everybody has been arrested. Okay, Tyreek McLaughlin, 17. You got Willie George Brown, who's 19. You got Latron Brown, who's 20. Um, you got Travis McLaughlin and Wilson. So yes, that's the five individuals. And according to this article, all five of them have been arrested, but they do need to be put up under the prison. I can't stop the tears as I type this. I'm so sorry, and I know that this hits a different, especially for parents and for grandparents and different stuff like that. So Listen, I'm wrapping my arms around you guys and giving you guys the biggest hug. Same to Miss Allen in regards to this, and same to all of the other parents of the victims. And I know a couple people were saying that they were concerned about the parents. Are y'all talking about the parents of the people who allegedly did this? Because by the look of it, and this is just what I, just what I see. Uh, Johnny is grown, Wilson is grown, and so is Willie. So you got three grown individuals, and then I don't know where the parents of Tyreek McLaugh and Travis McLaugh are. And I don't know what type of connection, and it doesn't state in this article what type of connection that those two may have with the other three. I would be curious to know that. I definitely would be curious to know that. Now we need all the black folks in the neighborhood to serve their jury duty and bring back a guilty verdict. The parents of those folks who did it are the least of our concerns. Forget the parents, child. Yeah. So again, I don't know about the 17 and the 16-year olds about them and the connection that they may have had with the other three adults, but them being charged as adults is what's needed in this particular situation. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So I want to move on from this. I do. I know that this was heavy. So let's move over to something else that's maybe a little less heavy. It's not as heavy. All right. And that is going to be the bling bling, the U-Haul Bishop. Okay. The U-Haul bling bling Bishop. What is going on? The bling bling Bishop. Anyway, listen, y'all know that yesterday it seemed like a Bishop Whitehead day. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I can't remember. All my days is running together, child. All my days are running together. But happy 420 shelf. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. I'm glad somebody told me. I'm glad somebody told me. Oh, you know what? Thank you for that, E. I rather talk about this first and then we can get into the bishop. Okay, let's do that. But shout out to Kimmy for wishing me a great day. Okay. Shout out to Kimmy for wishing me a great day. Okay, so let's get into this Marquis Houston thing. Hold on one second. Let me go home, Roger. Literally. Go home. Um, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all even before I get into the story. I've been saying this time and time again that this man grown that girl, and that's just what that was. Okay, that's exactly what that was. There's no other way around it. That's what you did. You groomed this girl, and just I mean, it just is what it is. You did that. Like own it. Okay. So anyway, um, young Rome wasn't feeling his words about dating older women because Marquis Houston, he just seems to continue to be in the news. He continues to run his motor mouth, and I really want him to shut up. Like the things that you be saying be out of it, it just be out of control for me. Let me remove this thumbnail. Um yes, Kimmy said happy 420, period. Okay. Okay, E period. Okay, so this was the original thing and I'm gonna go back. But anyway, you guys know that a lot of people have been talking about how Marquis Houston got with his wife. Um, so this is him allegedly trying to butter this thing up and trying to that's exactly what it is, E. That's what it is. But anyway, he was trying to butter this thing up, okay, because he was receiving all kind of backlash, all kind of everything in regards to this situation and what he did to get his wife. Now it's also been exposed as well that he has some type of countdown on his Instagram page leading up to when the girl turned 18 years old before he was able to marry her. So again, we're not about to play like this man did not groom this girl. Like that's just what that is. Um, oh, Kimmy says I don't think she is the first, just the one he married. Oh, the one that it actually worked with. I can see that. I'm just keeping it a buck. I can see that. Okay, so this says that Houston opens up about the backlash that he's received regarding the age difference between him and his wife, We had no conversation and no connection until she was of age. And I believe you are lying. You're lying. If this woman was originally supposed to be missing, okay, they were supposed to be looking for her. And you're gonna sit up here and say you didn't have no conversation, no communication with her until she turns of age. You are a liar. How is that possible? But then you got married to her. Boy, this why I say you get shut up.
You know, how we met, you know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of,
we do.
of course, I got a
We
lot of
understand it,
backlash
and we
for
calling it
marrying
out for what
someone
it
that was
is.
19. And, you know, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she
sounds so
for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important.
Oh, hell.
We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it. We connected through music. And, you know, her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of me and my wife's situation is a little different.
Oh, this man is a liar, yo. Make it make sense. How did you not have conversation with her before she became of age? Man, anyway, Marquis Houston says that women his age may come with baggage and kids. I could have married a 41-year-old woman and could have been, oh man, gone on somewhere, kick rocks with open-toe shoes on, okay? And wet your feet if you want to, so the impact can be even worse. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? And then you got crazy women that be in the comment section going up for stuff like this. That's one thing I would never understand. Okay, so then you have young Rome. Young Rome has something that he wanted to say in regards to this. So he said, "This is very unfortunate that in a moment of mourning and grieving my brother, I would have to I would have to speak on statements that I do not agree with. But as a member of Immature, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies in regards to that insensitive statement made by my former group member, Marquis Houston. We were raised by a tribe of strong, independent women who faced hardships we will never fully understand. That is one thing that I am so glad as a man, as an adult man, understands about a mom who is literally out here making it happen. Okay, phenomenal female, a phenomenal black woman. Okay, period. So he goes on to say women today have enough battles to endure, including policing of their bodies. Oh my God. First of all, you can say what you want to by Rome, but Rome was on point. Okay. Um, Hold on. Women today have enough battle to endure the policing of their bodies, equal pay in the workplace, and beauty standards. It is never okay to degrade one group of women in order to praise another. Black women, in particular, are often on the receiving end of the consistent negative stereotypes that they fight against daily. He ain't telling no lies though. He is not telling a lie. Um, as a group of the 90s, we did not fully understand the concept of colorism in the entertainment industry and never intentionally isolated any particular group of women in our music videos. We would be nothing without loyal fans who have stood by us for 3 decades, some who happen to know being hardworking single mothers as artists, it has always been important to us that the content of our music and who we represent as men would never disrespect women, especially women of color, and his views do not reflect those of the group. I'm clapping. I'm clapping. I'm clapping. I'm clapping. That deserves a clap right there. That deserves a clap right there. Because Ron told the absolute truth. Women are also the highest to have injustices done to them with no justice. There are so many things that happen to women, and for him to make a statement like that, Marquis Houston, you are the scum. You the scum of the scum bucket. Okay, that's just what you are. I don't see it for you. You groomed that girl again. That girl, you groomed her, and that's just what that is. And stop trying to find excuses and shut up. Please be quiet. The more you talk, the worse you make this situation. And you right. You know, I said I wasn't gonna go too far on that man right there, but you right about it. They love trying to manipulate. They trying to manipulate no clown, spiritually connected marriage for a real godly man. What you are doing is sick and twisted. It don't confuse the two. You better talk about it. You better absolutely talk about it. Rome went to college and not ICDC. Okay. Okay, period. Talk down on women your own age is a punk move. You had no intentions on being with a woman in your age back bracket. Quit playing. To me, it giving me you was scared to date someone your age. I'm just saying. Let's keep it a book. That's what it was. You're scary. You're scared. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Okay, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. And if y'all like to show some love to the channel, you can. But that's just how I feel about him. And again, I really want this man to get somewhere and be quiet because you continue to keep on talking and you make matters worse for yourself. Like, just shut up. There's nothing that you can honestly say that will make us look at you any different. Right? I can't speak for other people. But I sure can't speak for Chef Don Don. And nothing you can say or do will make me look at you any different. Okay. All right. So I want to hold on, y'all. I want to move to something else really quick. Gosh darn it. I had it in my mind what I was about to show next, and then I lost my train of thought. However, let me pull this up.
All I did for her, being a whole fucking mother, bitch, a good one. I would love for her to tell me my faults, but I know my faults. But shit that I thought was gonna be faulty, she never mentioned. I'm lost. I'm like, I put.
Yeah, Andre, I just talked about that whole thing prior to me, even when I started talking about that man. But y'all know I don't like this dog mouth woman, and I'm gonna keep on saying that. I don't care what y'all say about what I'm saying about her. I don't like her. I do not. I feel like she always come for people who she feel like she can get away with. Now, come for the right people. Come for the people that eat you up. Okay. I don't do Tokyo Tony. There's no amount of nothing in me that respects this dog mouth lady at all. Okay. But I want you to leave
She ain't know my
your
business
daughter
because she had
alone.
a good life. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure you are going to get on the internet tomorrow cussing that girl out. So stop. This is absolute torture at this point. Like, why do you have so much hate and venom for your daughter? It's absolutely pathetic to see continuing to play out. Same for Blueface and his mama. Okay, I don't understand nor do I get it. I don't. So Blueface did an interview yesterday. He said that his mama wasn't nothing. Okay, and y'all know good and well. He say some stuff like that. Here she comes. So here, let's take a listen.
with your mom? Like, is she happy for
Oh
y'all?
man,
Or
fuck that lady. I don't have a mom. She's weird. She's strange. I don't know what her motive is, her angle. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish with her outreaches and whatever she does. I really don't care for her. She's not in my best interest. So what can I do with that?
damn, yeah. Does it make you like sad that
Hell
she's
no.
not involved? Or
Nope, not at all. I feel much less stress, much less, microscopic. Somebody like clocking me. So
about your relationship?
Okay. So let's be completely honest. Let's be completely honest in this case. So what I want people to stop doing, do I agree with the way that Blueface translated that? I do not. Do I agree that sometimes you gotta cut your mama off too? Absolutely. I do. This lady, I want her to take responsibility as well as being a mother, because some of the stuff that she say and do is not what a mama should say and do. And then we mad when your son say he don't want to have nothing to do with you, but you the same person that said that you don't need no dick from your son because yours over at your house is big enough. This lady is delusional, and I don't want people to keep sitting up trying to make excuses for her. I'm not making excuses for Blueface because I can already tell you I don't like Blueface's ways. I don't like the things that he do. And I do still think that this could have came off in a much more respectful way. But I already told y'all I feed my mother from a long handle spoon. Absolutely. That's just what it is. I feed her from a long handle spoon, but I want, as a mother, for her to be able to take responsibility and understanding that she does have a part in the way that her son turned out. Like, you have a part in that. You have a part in that. So I don't look, I don't be knowing where the daddies and stuff is at. And I don't also, one thing that I don't like in this particular situation is the things that she be saying about her son. This is your blood son. Why do we need to care how big your son's penis is? I'm trying to figure out why he grown and I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure out. He grown. I mean, we not out here showing our mama our penis size when we get grown. I mean, there's a lot of things that I frown up when it comes to this, right? But this stuff right here, I'm not fit to read this whole thing, but it's gaslighting. It must very much so is gaslighting because she don't want to take no responsibility for nothing either. But anyway, she says, I guess I will read it. He let them people convince him that I ruined his career for going live when he tried to throw his sister and nephew out for a piece of hot coochie. Okay, so the first little part of this again, let's read that again. What do that sound like to y'all? He let them people convince him that I ruined his career for going live when he tried to throw his sister and nephew out for a piece of hot coochie. These people don't give a damn about you throwing your family out. Them same people that's feeding you will betray you in the end. You got to be a fool to believe that. Well, you got to be a fool to carry on the way you do. The president grabbing coochies and did it, and that didn't stop him. You better stop letting the devil convince you that I'm your enemy. No, you are until you're able to address things as a mother. You absolutely are, and that just is what that is. Like, I want her to stop acting like she is the victim, because you're not. I'm the one that told you to stand up for your daddy when they accused him of stealing your money, because family doesn't let money destroy relationships. Well, I don't know what kind of family y'all got over there, but let somebody come over and steal some money. I don't care if you my brother, my sister, my cousin. I don't care who you are. You're going to jail. You steal my money, and that's just what that is. And ain't nothing nobody can do to convince me to say any other. Still $3 from me if you want to. Um, that's your father, right or wrong, and he worked 10 times harder than the people you paid to be your effing family. You an ungrateful child. Okay, so so what we trying to do is victimize him for his daddy stealing his money, and we gonna say that his daddy had the right to steal his money because his daddy was there as a dad. Man, go to hell with that theory. Okay. Anyway, he don't have a dad, he don't have a baby mama, he don't have a brother, he don't have a sister, he don't have a granny, he don't have a friend, he don't have a God, but I'm weird. Um, everyone else the problem but you, Blueface. I mean, but that's you saying the same thing that you need to hear yourself. That everyone is not the problem. You blame everybody else yourself. Keep it a bug. Like, I came with the woman. She's steady looking for
Andrew Lester.
oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, so then she's put this picture up of him. See, she's petty. She is absolutely petty. She is petty. You act more like a sister than you do a mama. You do not act like a mama. That is so petty, child. That is so petty. It really is. Okay, moving on, because they irritate me. Send them both to the dumpster. Okay, Nola. My sons are 14 and 12, and if I walk in on them now, I might pass out. I mean, a walk-in is understandable, but this woman is making it sound like he didn't whipped it out and showed her something like that. I'm not even sure why you felt like going on live mentioning something about your son's penis. Make it make sense. What mama is doing that? What mama is going online doing that? So I think that they both have a whole lot of gaslighting ways about themselves, but mainly this mama, she ain't no good. She ain't no good. And I want her to know that she's just as much of a problem as she thinks the Blueface is. Okay, period. All right, y'all. So I want to talk about that. So let's get into this last little piece about the bishop. Okay, this is about the bishop. The bishop. Okay, so we saw that the Glory of God Church, in case if you guys don't know, Bishop been going live on the Glory of God Church for quite some time now, since before the holidays, because he actually wanted to have service. He wanted to have his holiday services in that building. Okay, we're not gonna call it a new building. We're not gonna call it none of that, right? And with that being said, we met Miss Tarsha. If you don't know who Tarsha is, she is the lady who the bishop allegedly grabbed that came to his church. Okay, so she says that she's been working on assignment since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I think she stated that she's been on assignment since then, right? And so she's just been getting things for a book that she's doing. And she went down to his church. He put his hands on her. We all saw the video. Well, she gave us some exclusive information about that in the video that we've done, right? However, I don't know if y'all know this, but I was slightly being addressed in one of Bishop's lives. He wasn't gonna say my name, but he most definitely was addressing me because somebody in his comments had mentioned something about Tarsha being on YouTube with another YouTuber talking about him, right? And so that's when he said all these YouTubers are liars and all of this kind of stuff. And he was trying to go in. He was trying to go in and let me just say this. What this man is doing to that Glory of God church ain't it. And that's just facts, right? It's not it. It's not it. So what they have done as a church, and I know that some of us feel some type of way about GoFundMe's and different things like that. But I also think too, I heard someone say earlier, well, why they need to go through some financial literacy training and all of that kind of stuff. How dare y'all say that? Because this man went in and swiped these people church from them. It was not no back and forth for a whole long time. This man, Bishop Lamar Whitehead, went to these people church, got in, threw all of their stuff in a dumpster, y'all. Threw all their stuff in the dumpster. For all they know, them safes probably been gone. Them safes probably been gone if Bishop is the only one that has access to their church. You know, so that's just what that is, right? So anyway, he says in his live, he laughing and he said, "What touch not my anointed and do that prophet no harm." Folks always want to bring that scripture up when folks telling the truth about you. Y'all want to bring up touch not my anointed and do that prophet no harm. Well, we're not doing you no harm, telling the truth on you. I'm just saying, you know. And so, um, here's my issue though. And I want to say this, and these people didn't have access to get any of their things prior to this man throwing their stuff in the trash, which is one of the reasons why they didn't find out that the safes were gone until they had access to get into the building. So to literally say that these people need financial literacy and all of this kind of stuff, they had a consistent membership of more than 200 people. They were working on their own church. This man then went and destroyed everything in their church, then gutted walls out, got wires and stuff hanging from the ceiling in the middle of the floor. It's crazy to me. And I can't see how a man of God can treat God's people like this. Like you can honestly, you're not gonna be able to get away with it for long. You're not. God don't like you playing with his people like that. And so we are, I can't say everybody, but I know like Pam Esquire, the law intellect. I love me some Pam, y'all. Pam, really be TV, Thais, the official Thais report, and Miss Tarsha. Those are, I know for a fact that we are the four people, is that 4 or 5 people, child? I don't know. But we are the people who have been sharing this content and making sure that glory of God, if you feel in your heart that you want to give to them, then most definitely you are welcome to do so. That GoFundMe is pinned in the chat. I know how people feel about the GoFundMe's and stuff like that, which is totally understandable. But I do just ask that if you do find it in your heart and you would like to give to them, then it is there, and I'll keep on talking about it until they get close to their goal. They don't deserve this to happen to them. They don't. They have not done anything to this man to deserve this. It's not like that they had a long-standing relationship with this man or any of that. This man came in on some funny stuff. And because he couldn't get funding for this actual church, he decided to file bankruptcy. He tried to add it to his bankruptcy, and that judge was like, oh no. And they just dismissed it on Monday morning. So that means that you had to go and you had to get all of your belongings. Mind you, he had the police escorting him around the building to get his belongings. But the Glory of God Church did not be granted that same thing in the beginning. When the pastor said that the alarm went off, he goes to the church, and as he goes to the church, he noticed that Whitehead is there. They also have disconnected all of the cameras and everything of that sort. Now, I was hoping that I could get in touch with Pam or someone to ask what are they doing for security measures there at the church, because like I said, I don't see this bishop stopping. I don't see him stopping. I do see that he probably has something else up his sleeve that he's getting ready to do to these people. And I just don't believe he's done. I really don't. Just as quick as he was able, I mean, he filed bankruptcy within 2 days. Within 2 days of the fact of him going and taking his church. They hired security for the building. Oh, perfect, perfect. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. They definitely needed security. I don't know if anybody needed to spend the night. I don't know what they needed, but I don't feel like this man is done. I don't. I don't. And Tarsha confirmed with us that his connection with Mayor Eric Adams and his connection with the NYPD, he making moves over there with the NYPD that people are trying to figure out how he's able to do these things because it's not making sense, right? It's not making sense how he's able to do these types of things. So again, I don't think he's done. I don't. I don't think he's done. Him ripping the wires out the wall and disconnecting the cameras is just one into that church. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He disconnected the cameras. He took them safes. He gutted walls. I mean, there's wires hanging everywhere. I told y'all that church actually looks like I think if maybe the city was to go through and inspect that, what he's done to that church could possibly be a fire zone. And what I mean by that is looking at all of those wires hanging and laying all over the floor, child, something of some sort can come through and literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, not speaking that into existence or anything. I'm just saying, in general, the way that he's moving, it's just not the way that a man of God should be moving. That's just not how we do. This is just not how we do. But you want people to respect you as a bishop? How do people respect you as a bishop and this is the way that the bishop is moving? Okay. So child, I can't with this man. But yeah, I did want y'all to know he was slightly addressing me and Tarsha in his live video, which is okay and cute. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, we ain't tell no lies in the video though. Everything that she seen, I mean, everything that she had receipts for, which was the video. Did a whole video. Okay. So yeah, a child, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, y'all, you guys make sure you hit that like button. Okay. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed and bang that notification bell to all. Okay. Now, I'm gonna say, like somebody I was watching earlier a while ago, that this is gonna show you that even people who have large channels, okay, they definitely be asking the people to bless the channel, okay. I was listening to some. There was Miss Black Titanic. Oh, we about to get into Martell. There was Miss Black Titanic over there. Miss Black Titanic say that y'all hadn't sent her not now cash app, and she was like, "What a cash app said? Y'all ain't gonna send me nothing." So shout out to Black Titanic. Okay, let's get into Martell here really quick. Because this I will talk about publicly. All right, but if you guys would like to bless the channel, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All right. It is definitely scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And again, remember that when you do donate to the the channel, it does put you in a drawing for the mystery box, the big old mystery box. Okay. Not a Latasha prayer box. I was wondering, did anybody get that Latasha prayer box that they were supposed to be giving away? I don't know. But anyway, that ain't what this is. So let's talk about Martell. For those of you that are in Patreon, you guys know that I dropped some tea in regards to Martell. And if you're in Patreon, can you confirm was the tea hot or not? I truly think that the tea was hot. Because what I did was I came with receipts. Okay, I came with receipts, okay, receptacles. Okay, receipts. And one thing that I will tell you guys is that everything that happened between Martell and Mel I think that was what, last August, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was last August. We're gonna be seeing some of that stuff, right? We're gonna be seeing some of that stuff play out on this particular season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. And so I do have some more tea to drop into Patreon in regards to a couple of things. But um what I will say in regards to this, according to when I was watching Miss Black Titanic earlier, according to um what she said was Mel and Martell did have a custody hearing. I did look it up on the Madison County page, okay, the public page. And as soon as you pull it up, because today is the 20th of April, they were the first two to pop up. No, it was somebody else that popped up first, because I guess they had court first at 9 a.m. this morning, and then Mel and Martell, I think, was to have court at 10 something, I think 10:30 maybe. But here is the kicker part, right? It's being alleged that Martell did not show up. It is being alleged that Martell did not show up to court. Okay. Now, let me tell you why I believe that that may be the case, that he didn't show up. Because of the simple fact that we know what he's dealing with when it comes to these attorneys. I don't know if he thought that him consistently coming after Mel in court, that it's supposed to be free. But this is another thing, and I dropped this tea over in Patreon the other day as well. But I think at the end of the day, this man want Mel to pay his attorney fees. And it's crazy to me because we know you broke. We know you broke. You don't have no attorney representing you, which is probably the reason why you didn't show up to court. Yeah, you right, Veronica. You didn't have that $10,000. Yes, he brung this case in the first place, which is the crazy thing. With you doing all of that, okay, well, since you said about Martell, let me go ahead and give y'all a little bit of and y'all might already knew this, a little bit of tea. Maybe somebody already said it. I don't know. I really don't focus on that stuff. But from what I understand, the place in which Martell was living wasn't in Martell's name. Okay. That's what I have heard. Okay. And somebody there in Huntsville was babying him and taking care of him, allegedly. However, if he did not show up, my thing with him is you drag this woman to court. You drag this woman to court. And like she said on last year's reunion, you can't think you about to start this war and think we're not about to finish it. Okay? One thing that I did hear Black Titanic say, and this really kind of broke my heart to hear this, but when I heard Black Titanic say that Melody looked as if we saw on Saturday's episode how she got emotional with Miss Fletcher about not being able to see the kids every day. But this man is consistently online trying to make it seem as if he wants to be, and we already know who Martell is, but he's online making it seem like he wants him and Mel to have the best co-parenting, but like he's not even doing anything out here in these streets to contribute to that co-parenting not being what you want it to be. You did it. You started this, bro. You started this. And so since you started it, I'm with Mel. Let's finish it. Let's finish it, bro. You thought you was trying to do something and you ain't really do it. It ain't hit like you thought it was gonna hit. You underestimated. I don't know why you was married to her, but you underestimated the power of what Mel got going on. That I will say. You underestimated her mother bear instincts as well. You underestimated all of that stuff. What you're not about to do is make it look like you are the best parent. Because if you was a good parent, you wouldn't be wanting to willingly taking your kids through this. If you was a good parent, wouldn't be willingly recording your children on the phone, trying to make them say statements about their mom and about what their mom got going on when it come to you. You are a horrible father. Let's keep it a buck. Fathers don't do that. We don't do that. And every day, and I tell you guys this, every day, this has an effect on Mel. This has an effect on those kids. This has an effect on Miss Van. This has an effect on those children's education, because this is something that they have to be reminded about every time they pop up on YouTube or every time that they see their friends. I'm sure that their friends got access to the internet. And I don't like it. I don't like it. A real nigga don't move like that. And that's just keeping it all the way 100. We don't move like that. You trying to make this lady look like she's a unfit mother, and that's not that. We all know that that's not what that is. So the 20 babysitters thing and all of that stuff, that all of that is bullcrap, bro. You can hang that up. And I'm pretty sure if you didn't show up today, good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you. You might not get nothing that you thought you was gonna get, and you're gonna be looking stupid. So I mean, for me, I can't rock with the way that Martell is moving. He's been moving very shisty and very grimy. And this is for all of the people who be in my comment section saying that I go up for Martell. I be confused on how y'all say I go up for Martell. But this right here is sad and pathetic. And I don't like taking a woman or the kids through this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I need somebody to explain to me how he was the primary parent while she was out running around cheating. Exactly. And you the one that took your penis out of the house when it was supposed to be here and had babies. Okay, and not just one. And what I mean by that is he ain't just get that girl pregnant one time. Okay, so you was a no good nigga. I mean, let's just keep that all the way 100. And then you want this lady to literally set or literally just like take her boundaries out of the picture, like the boundaries that she have created throughout all of this heartache, this headache. She's literally creating boundaries, and what you want to do is come and knock those barriers down to knock her off of the fact that she has set those boundaries. We're not doing it, Tail. We're not doing it, Myra Tail. We're not. And tell your enabling mama that sit over there and drink them wine coolers. Yes, I said a wine cooler like my Miss Wanda voice. Wanda, I know you was in here if you're still listening. Yes, I did say wine coolers like you be saying. A wine cooler. Okay. But your mom is sitting at the table enabling you. What's wrong with you? Why you got to go see it? Why you got to go talk to somebody? What's wrong with you? We ain't nothing wrong with you. You was wrong with them. You, Marlene. I just don't like what he's literally taking her through. And that's just keeping it a book. I don't care about none of this stuff. You started this at the end of the day. You started this. And so since you started this war, let's finish it. Let's finish it. I'm with Mel 100%. And I stand behind her on that. It's just what that is. I always tell you guys, my main concern is always the children. Okay. The children have to suffer at the end of this. Although the parents are going to court and they're fighting, but we got to worry about the kids' mental health. We got to worry about just them in general. Like kids go through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And this is honestly, I can't. Pendy loafers and ashy ankles. And another thing, since we're talking about jobs and stuff, sir, why don't you have your builder's license? Why is we still waiting on that? And why is you and Sheree wanting to play with us? Child, I just there's just a lot about this narcissistic man. I don't know if he think he doing it for reality TV or what the case may be, but I ain't here for it. He's such a narcissist. And I know we sometimes overuse that word, but that's what this man is. That's exactly what this man is. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Gotta take me a drink of water. Brittany say, because he can't read. Well, Martell lost control over Melon because she set boundaries with him. It pisses him off. Yeah, because he can't control her, and that's what it was. That's what he wants. Martell wants to be able to control Mel. Martell wants to be able to control Mel's dimes. He wants to be able to control all of that stuff. Because I also dropped some tea about that $17,000 as well. Sure did drop some tea over in Patreon, honey. But we also gonna do another lit live Patreon live because I haven't went live since we talked about the tea that I dropped since then. So we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a lit live. I think we're gonna do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. So we're gonna do Love is Blind tomorrow, and we're gonna do a lit Patreon live tomorrow. Okay. Do a lit Patreon live. Nola Reese, are you still in the live? You still in here? If you are still in here, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we got night court. Okay, we got night court tonight. We got night court tonight over on Nola Reed's channel. So you guys make sure you subscribe to Nola Reed's, okay, because night court is lit. Okay, it is fun. It's just something for us to do to like enjoy, kind of wind down and relax. Because some of these stories, be snatching our edges and stuff, child. So we need a little edge control to give us a little swirly swirl baby hers, lay them down on the forehead and stuff like that. And so if you want to do that, head on over there now. If you late, them fines may snatch your edges back. I'm just saying, okay? So you guys make sure that you are present for night court, period. And hold on 1 other second. Right, so tomorrow is a Friday, y'all. Tomorrow is Friday. It's Friday and my bills are due. My 3-month-old baby needs you. Can't you feel what I'm going through? Clock on a walkie ticking, talking, no stopping, and somebody's knocking, opening the door, telling me to go. My brother, I can't take no more. It's crazy. I know that whole song. Well, it's not crazy, but y'all already know I'm a church head. Oh, well, you beat me to it too feisty because I was literally just headed over to get the All Rise and Mess of Night Court. Okay. So head over there, hit that like button as you come on in. Okay, hit that like button. I don't know why it's so hard for the people to hit the like button. Okay, it's so easy. All you gotta do is hit the like button. Okay, you ain't even got the chat or nothing. Just hit the like button. I mean, if you watch it, just hit the like button. Period. Okay. All right. So again, shout out to Nola Reed. You guys go make sure you subscribe to Nola Reed's. Okay. Uh, we did have Miss Wanda up in this chat earlier. Okay. Which was shocking to me. Okay. Because Miss Wanda, if you here, I know you probably can't tell, but I can tell. Miss Wanda had unsubscribed for me for a point and resubscribe me. So I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said, but I'm always keep it real with Wanda all day, every day, honey. All day, every day. Well, listen, y'all please make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, join us for Missy Night Court, which is set to begin in about 30 minutes. Okay. Now, also too, I did drop some tea for y'all. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it again in this live. Okay, because I know it was some people that wasn't in the live earlier today. You guys know that we did do the award show. Well, I have that I told y'all I sacrificed and I just went ahead and I said, Lord, I need this money to do other things, but I got to get this project out there. Okay, I got to get this award show out there. I got to get this project out there. So in the midst of me doing that, I reached out to a media and production company, and I told you guys that they actually responded to me this morning in regards to it. So all I have to say is it's about to get real lit. Okay. It's about to get real lit. So y'all gotta be prepared for that. It's gonna be really fun. We are working on another project, and production for that project will be starting really soon. It's something that you guys probably won't expect for sure. You won't expect it. However, be on the lookout for the announcements because we will start once time starts permitting and we start doing what we need to do, we'll get there. Now, again, showing love to the channel. And if you want to sow some type of seed into the award show or into the production of the award show, just put the award show in the memo box of the Cash App or the Venmo or whatever you send. That way I know that that's specifically where that's going to. Although, you know, it's going to go into the channel anyway, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. But we're most definitely going to be going underway with that extremely soon. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. Now, with that being said, I think that might be all of the announcements that I have. I don't think there's anything else. Let me check Cash App and make sure I thank you guys before we leave. So I was not getting no notifications on them, but I don't have them on either. Okay, so nothing, but that's all right. That's all right. I just want to make sure before I got off of here, so I'll make sure I name everybody that if you show love to the channel. But most of all, thank you guys for hitting that like button because you are helping the channel, okay? You are helping the algorithm. All right, so with that being said, I wanted to end with this here really quick. You guys know that you know, I've said this several times that we need to keep Jamie Foxx in prayer. So it seems like what they're saying is allegedly what may have happened to him, maybe something that will affect him in the long run versus right now, if that makes sense. It's something that may affect him later on in his latter years or whatever the case may be. But I'm just sending prayers out because I just hate to see this happening to him. I do. And so I'm definitely sending prayers out to him in regards to this. And I'm just praying for a speedy recovery and hoping that things turn out well for him as well. All right. So we got a lot of prayers to pray. Okay. We got to pray for the victims, families of the Sweet 16 massacre and all of that stuff. We want to pray for them. We want to pray for the Glory of God Church. And then we also want to keep Jamie Foxx in prayer as well. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Please hit that like button. All right. Please hit that like button. Twerk your way on up out of here. And if you'd like to show love to the channel, it is scrolling across the bottom. Again, set your notifications to all so that you'll know every time I go live. We'll see you guys tomorrow with Love is Blind and Patreon. We are going to have a lit live Patreon on tomorrow evening, so be prepared for that. All right. With that being said, I love y'all with the love of God. All right. And I'm wrapping my arms around you. All right. And I'm letting you know, in case if anybody else told you today, I sure do love you. All right. Period. Yay, 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 yay. Listen, I'm scared to go to somebody club and stuff, so I got the party right here, baby. I got the party right here. Hey, 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 hey. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all down, and I will see y'all tomorrow, mañana.